Hello everybody, this is Daniela Nikolaeva and today I will show you how to use the vector shapes. I will show you how to add a fill to a path, convert paths to a selection, and add effects to an existing shape in the layer palette. Okay, let's get started. Start with a new blank document. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a shape. You can draw a shape with a pen tool. You can use the shape tools here, and also you can use the custom shape tool. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to click on the custom shape tool. Make sure path is enabled, and where it says shape here, I'm going to choose a specific shape. You will notice that you have a variety of shapes already loaded into your library. You can also add some more. All right, I'm going to use the heart shape, which is one of the default shapes. Right, all you have to do is select your shape and then draw it on your canvas. Next, you can move it into place. Remember, you can use the move tool that you already always use in Photoshop. You have to use one of the selection tools, and that's the path selection tool. I'm going to use the path selection tool to center my shape. Good. Immediately you will notice that now you have a work path. This work path, it's a temporary path. If you click outside of it, you'll see that your shape disappears. If you click back on it, you will notice that it will come back. So this work path, you can name, and I'm going to give it a name right away so that I can save it with my document. I'm going to name it Heart and click OK. Good. Right now we don't have anything in the layers palette. I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to name this layer also Heart. Good. Once you have a path created, you can do various different things. You can add a fill color to the path, you can add a stroke, or you can add a selection. I'm going to show you how to do two of these things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a fill. So with your path selected, choose a fill color for your shape. Click OK to establish a background color, and then click on the first button here, which is Fill Path with Foreground Color. When you click on this button, immediately you'll notice that the color you selected will now fill up your shape. You will also see it in the layer palette. Great. Let's see what else we can do. When you are adding a fill to your path, it's going to be filled with a flat color. If you want to add effects, you have to do something else. So you can convert your path into a selection. To do this, I have my path selected. Click on the Load Selection button, and you'll notice that now your path is a selection. When you have a selection, you can use a variety of tools. You can use the brush tool to fill your shape with color. You can use your bucket or even a gradient. I'm going to use the brush tool. So click on the brush tool, set your brush. My brush is 150 pixels. Opacity is set to 51. Flow is 51. And the airbrush mode is enabled. Good. Now I'm going to choose a color that is slightly darker. Alright, so I'm going to simply click underneath the color I have selected, and I'll click OK. Good. Now you just add this color around the edge to give it a 3D look. This looks pretty good. Great. Okay. Now I can deselect my shape. I'm going to click Select, Deselect, Command D, and this is how my shape looks like. If I want, I can add even more effects. I will do this on the layer palette. So with the heart layer selected, click on the Effects button at the bottom of your layer palette and choose Bevel and Emboss, and your layer styles will open. As you know, in the layer styles, you can choose Bevel and Emboss. here you can edit your settings. You can adjust the depth, the softness, which will determine the overall shape, and you can add a drop shadow. Your drop shadow can show under your image on the left or on the right depending on the angle. Adjusting the angle will adjust the look of the drop shadow. Once you're happy, click OK. And that's how you create a vector shape. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you can apply the skills to your projects.